Okay, this is a video just showing you basically what I would do if I was going to start building a brand, and especially if you're already in the niche already. So Andrew, this is the ad that we've got running, which I'll send you a copy of what the copy is on it, and also the video, so you can basically set this ad up exactly the same actually on the page as a page post. So once you've got all of that, all you need to do is go over to your page and add the copy. Just add the video. The video will be downloaded onto your machine. You just upload it onto Facebook. At the same time, just copy all of this text, stick it in there, and that can be your first page post. So what we want to do with this page post is just let people see it once. It's one that sort of will pop into their heads anyway. It'll stick into their heads because it's got a little bit of humour about it. So once people have seen this video once, and the sort of people that you want to see it are, especially if you've already created a little bit of a way into that particular niche, like you have, you can go into, what we want to do is use all the data that you've already accumulated on K9 Aquasplash. So if we go into Ads Manager, I haven't got K9 Aquasplash on this one, so I'll just show you what to do. But if we go on to audiences here, you're going to want to share your K9 Aquasplash audience with Colonial Pet Foods. So, sorry, it's a bit early. Once we get here, this is where all of our audiences are. Okay, so basically what you want to do is you can create an audience, or you've already got audiences available. These will be the audiences in K9 Aquasplash that you've already got set up for people that have viewed at least 3 seconds of such and such video, or 3 seconds of all videos, or whatever. And they last for 180 days, this audience. So I would create a new audience, a custom audience, and then just select video audiences. So it will be video, and then 365 days. I think it's only 180 days. I don't know, I'm not sure. So let's just say at least 3 seconds of video. Okay, so anyone that viewed at least 3 seconds of video, then you choose the video, and what that'll be is every single video. Anyone that's engaged with any of the videos, just highlight them all, every single one. Make sure you go to page 2 and highlight all of them videos as well, and that will, and then click confirm. And what that will do is anyone that's seen at least 3 seconds of any video that you've got, it will have them saved in an audience under audiences, and you can name it 3-second video views all time K9 Aquasplash. Then if you go into K9 Paradise, do exactly the same. So anyone that's interacted or engaged with the page in any way, every single person, just get them in one large bucket. So then you've got a couple of audiences then. And then what you want to do is import these audiences to be able to be used for your other ad account. So if we go to use this one for an example, 25% of all product views. Okay, if you click on that, actions, share. For some reason I can't share this audience, but you should be able, this should come up where it should be able to share it. And what you want to do is just take down, I don't know why, oh, because I'm on a personal ad account, that's why. Yeah, so when you're in your ads manager, and because it's not a personal account that you'll be operating from, you'll be able to share your audience, and it'll ask you who to share it to, and then you just take down your new Colonial Pet Food ad number, which is this one here, your ad account number, and you just put that ad account in, and it will basically share the data with that ad account. Once you have done that, you can then create a video. Sorry, I know this video is a bit crap. you can then create an ad rather. So if we go back to our ads manager, based on that page post that you've already put on your page. So what you'll do when you come back to ads manager now is just go to create an ad, and what we want to do is show the video to as many people as we can for as cheaply as possible, but at the same time get engagement, people that were most likely to engage with the video, because the more engagement it gets, the Facebook algorithm sees it as being a good video, something that they want to show to other people, so you'll get more organic reach with it. So engagement and just call it whatever you want to call it. Then when you get down to audiences, you want to use a saved audience. Tick save the audience at the bottom. Okay, let's just click in this box. Yeah, there you go. So these are all your custom audiences, the ones that we've made up. Now when you've imported them audiences into this ad account, they'll pop up here, so you'll be able to see them in there, which will be 3-second videos of Canine Aqua Splash of all time. You click on that and you obviously leave all of the ranges totally open. It doesn't matter where you show it to them, so you can just leave this automatic. It doesn't matter, because we're not trying to make them take a specific action at the moment, we just want them engaging. So when I said about manual placements and only using Facebook newsfeed and then testing all of the different places individually to see what converts at the cheapest rate, here you don't have to worry, because we're not trying to convert anyone, we just want to let as many people see. Now as long as the page post, some of these placements may not show up, but Facebook will sort that out if they don't meet the requirements when we get to the ad creative on this section. So you should be able to, these are your pages. Can't find a page, you can search by page ID. That's what we were talking about earlier, where you can copy and paste the page ID in there, and then you'll have access to that. And then what you want to do is, what it will do here, you can use existing post, select post, and then if you can go to your Facebook page. If the post doesn't show for any reason, give me a call and I'll tell you how to sort it out quite quickly. But basically what you're after is this page post ID. And if you go to the actual page, play the video, there's sets of numbers in the URL, and it'll be the second long set of numbers. If you just copied that and you pasted that into there, it would also show up if it doesn't show up in these posts. But these are all of the ads that I've run so far on Dropperbox. So basically that will then get your ad up and running, and you'll be just doing a PPE campaign, trying to get engagement on the page. Anyone that likes it, shares it or whatever, it will give you an option on the page to be able to invite them to like the page, which is important you do so get people liking the page as much as you can. Secondly, what you want to do is go on to, let me just drag this across. This is really important and it takes a little bit of time to do, but you've got some time. And what you want to do is go on to St Albans Dog Owners, click on there, make sure you join Hertfordshire Dog Owners, and so on and so forth, Hemel Hempstead, Watford, Borehamwood, whoever's got, Elstree, whoever's got a dog owners page, just search for them all, join them all. And to be honest, most people on these pages will have heard of your existing business already. So if you just put as Andrew Carrick on these pages, in every single one of them, just copy and paste it all. But what you want to do is send a link to the page asking people to like the page. So I would say something like, hi, my name's Andrew, I am the owner of Canine Aqua Splash. Given the difficult times recently, whatever, we've decided to diversify our business, and we've started premium pet food, which is super premium. Talk about it a little bit, I don't know, even if it's just writing and not video, whatever you're most comfortable with, but get something out there just saying that you are Canine Aquasplash and now you're launching a pet food brand, to try and roll with the punches basically in the industry, but make it very clear your core passion is animals and loving dogs and all the rest of it. And a lot of people will have heard of you already, so that'll be good, but just try and get people to go to the page and like the page. But make sure you engage. Be on these sites a lot if you're trying to build a brand. At the moment you're starting out locally, but as we grow this bigger, we want to be generally on every dog site, answering as many questions as we can, engaging with people as best as we can in general, especially any dietary questions or anything like that people post on groups. Get involved as much as you can, answer as many questions as you can, and put yourself, up front as being somebody who's an expert, and people will trust and believe, and then in turn they'll eventually be exposed to the opportunity to buy product from you. So that's that. I'd get involved in that, and then I guess the other thing, the next thing you want to do once you've sponsored that post, say that there's 70,000 people or 100,000 people in that audience, let that post run, get it out to as many people as quickly as you can. And if you look in on the ads manager here, if we just go to ads manager, leave this page. Okay, so if you go to ads manager here, you'll have to set your columns up in your own preference, but I can give you a clue as to what I use. But basically this is the information here, the columns that you want, and I'll run another video on this at some point if you like, although I know Tristan Broughton's got a section on it in his course. But basically what you want to do is frequency. When we see this frequency column, that is how many times the ad has been shown to one person. Sorry, where's all of the ads, please? Sorry, I'm just... Where are the other ads? Let's refresh. Okay, so basically what you want to... Why have I only got one date range? Clear filter. Oh, that's why. Right, so yeah, okay, so we scroll across. What you want to do is look at how many times people have seen the video. So the frequency is, when the frequency gets up to around 3, wherever the hell it is now, there it is, 3. So at the moment, so all of these videos, we're doing something totally different on this, but all of these ads that have been running, they're showing a frequency of 1.06, whatever. Now that's not important to us at the moment, because that's running on a purchase conversion. We don't particularly want to show it to too many people if it's not a winning ad, and a lot of these aren't winning ads, so, well, in fact none of them are, so it doesn't matter how many times we show these ads to people. If they're not buying, we can shut them off. But in what you're trying to do, you want the number to be around 3, so people have seen it on average around 3 times. Once people have seen this ad around 3 times, you should be able to get them quite cheaply because they're from a custom audience that you've built. But once they've seen the ad around 3 times, what you want to do is then get another ad sent out, which you have to create, which is basically just going to show that you are Colonial Pet Foods. Canine Aquasplash is Colonial Pet Foods. Explain why and what you're doing with Colonial Pet Foods, and get that ad out there and show it to the people that were most engaged, people that watched. Show it to all of them, but I would set it up into different categories. The people that watched at least 75% of the last video I would have them in a bucket. People that watched 100% of the last video, have them in a bucket. People that watch, and so on and so forth. So set up about 4 or 5 different ads, running them this, just so you know, just so you get an insight into who is following through to the next video. Run that video so people have seen it 2 or 3 times, and then what you want to do is the testimonial video, whether it's, you know, somebody you know or somebody that we've actually got to buy the product. We want a testimonial video, and we want to run that as an ad, but this time we want to run it on a purchase conversion pixel, send them directly to the store. So up until this point, don't try and send them anything, just show them that we're there. Have a link on it, obviously directing to the store, so if somebody wants to buy it, they can, but you know, most likely they're just passively pick it up as they're scrolling through Facebook. But once they've seen it a couple of times and then they see a decent review, and you know, then we can start sending them on a purchase pixel. It's the cheapest way to be able to get a purchase, building up trust in an audience first. Obviously anyone that likes or shares the page, you got to just click and make sure you invite them to follow the page. Engage with people on the page, give people advice, ask people questions, just generally engage as much as you can online, and answer and ask as many questions as you can, and just try to stay in the forefront of people's minds. And that's a full-time job. So yeah, good luck with that. Alright, hopefully that's a help. Any questions, obviously just give us a shout, but hopefully that helps. Cheers.